What's up, y'all? So we are at Grand Valley State University, my old college, first college I went to, and we're just walking around checking out some of the new stuff. Joelle surprised me. I mentioned it earlier this week that I wanted to see it. So this is where we at, y'all.
Wow. Y'all got a little forest that people used to go down here and just, hang out. They did.
Get in trouble.
Oh, you wasn't allowed? They probably was doing all sorts of things down there. At Einstein Brothers. That's my favorite bagel place. They have delicious sandwiches. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. It took forever to get out here. It say 30 minutes when you went on the GPS, but it felt like 45, 50 minutes.
It was 30 minutes.
It's a ways out.
It's one of them things. It's close enough to where I'm originally from that you can still travel back home, but it's far enough away that you still feel like you have your freedom and you can do what you want to do.
I feel you.
Not like I was doing nothing. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you had like science, you had no, and they also had the computer lab.
Okay. I would have been in there.
This was like 7 years ago. I graduated from Grand Valley, so I don't quite remember everything about the school as much as maybe my other school I just graduated from 2 years ago. And this was the clock tower, and this is where a lot of times where a lot of like the fraternities, sororities and stuff would have their little
Okay.
That's the new library. They were building that when when I was actually getting ready to leave. They actually had us sign the bean post when they're putting up there. I don't know where that is now, but we got to sign the bean post before they actually completed the whole building. And then this is the Kirchhoff Center. This is where they also had food in there, and like this is where the student organizations were and stuff like that.
How did you like your education at Grand Valley?
It was the best. Top notch, ladies and gentlemen. Top notch. No, I'm just playing. It really was great though. I felt like the class sizes were just the right amount. So it wasn't like, at least my classes, they weren't too big or too small. You can still have access to your classmates as well as the professors and stuff. So I thought it was good. And at the time I was coming, my degree here is in sports leadership, so that was really like the first group of people to go through, so they're just trying to figure stuff out. So it was still a lot of fun though, but the education is great. Come to Grand Valley, Michigan, Allendale, baby.
And this used to be your old library?
Yeah.
How was the inside?
I mean, it was okay. I didn't go in there that much. I'm not a library type of guy. I like finding a quiet place elsewhere and just kind of studying and doing my own thing. I don't really like libraries. I was one of the fortunate people to have my own laptop and whatnot. So, I didn't really have to come here to do anything besides the print. So, wasn't really in the library, you know what I'm saying? I had other things going on, you feel me? So the area that we're walking to now is where I was living my pretty much my sophomore and junior year. Then my senior year I lived in this area, just in a different spot. But this is also the area where a lot of my other friends live too. So we'd all be in like all these different buildings and whatnot. This was where all the fun happened.
Okay, it looked really nice. What is this up here?
Just a little sitting area.
Oh, it's dope. Wow. What they look like inside?
they're really nice. Well, when we were there, they're really nice. That's what I was saying. They had 2 decent sized rooms. They had a big living room, kitchen. Like everything you pretty much needed in an apartment. So it was really nice for what we got. So
What was cool about them?
I mean, you couldn't just walk up in them. Like literally, you had to have key cards and codes and stuff to get into them. So I really liked that. For the most part. I don't know about if other campuses have that or not, but we were secure up in here. Okay, we were secure.
I can really say, I think anybody who's thinking about going to college, that you should live on campus, because you really get to just focus on school. You live, you usually work, and you play on campus, and they'll keep you here instead of out somewhere else. So you'll have a better chance of finishing quicker and a better chance of focusing. And it's just fun. It's a good experience. But one thing that I wish I would have done differently financially is I wish I would have seeked housing that where I could pay month by month. Because usually with month by month payment, when it comes to student housing, it's usually not a whole lot. It's usually maybe like $400. And when you work, that's probably as much as you would probably get or close. But at least you could take that money and just put it towards your housing and not have any student loans when you get out. I would rather have it that way, not having no student loans, than to come up with $400 every month to pay for my housing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fun when they taking $200 away from you every single month for 10 years. I would rather for you to take the little $400 for 4 years than 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
So we are in some of the athletics areas. This was newly built and everything, besides for the soccer area. When I was, I think, a junior or senior, and I ran track at Grand Valley, so I was one of the athletes, you know what I'm saying?
This is in the inside of their, what is this called?
This is our indoor track.
Indoor track, and looks like an indoor football field too.
Yeah, so the football team would use it sometimes, but it was mainly specifically for us. So they had, track practice and stuff in there. They also had rooms for classrooms, and they had weights and stuff in there and everything. They got stuff. It's like literally everything track related is in there. So it's fun.